Good afternoon. I'm Heather Bellmeyer. I'm the President and CEO of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited to welcome you today as we host our Meet the Member, sponsored by Wall Radio, with Daniela Nastasi, who is the owner and president of Artemis Hill Farm. Daniela, welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us. Hey, so Daniela, let's jump right into it. You started this sanctuary, this equine sanctuary, about a year and a half ago in Chester, brand new to the area, right?
Yep.
About 6 months into it, you said, you know what, I need a chamber membership. You made this investment. But tell us, where were you before? What made you make this leap of faith? What really inspired you?
Absolutely. So I was working in property management, living a very unfulfilling life, and working for people who just didn't really appreciate their employees, which I'm sure many of us can relate to that. Um, and so I embarked on a spiritual journey, if you will, looking for what my purpose in life was. And through many experiences, Tony Robbins events, walking on hot coals, traveling around the world, helping third world countries build schools for their children. I mean, I did a lot of different things in search of my life purpose. And what I came to realize was that I wanted to share what took me so many years to figure out for myself was how to feed my soul in a sustainable way, help my mental health, and just feel fulfillment in my life. And so what that looked like for me was rescuing horses, spending time in nature, and just appreciating ourselves and loving ourselves. And so I knew this for about a year that this was what I wanted to do, but it wasn't until January of 2020 when my brother-in-law took his own life, and I started to realize in that moment that so many people need this, that you will never know what's going on in somebody else's mind. And so the only thing we can do is give them resources and help them to find that inner peace. And so that was the catalyst that made me say, what am I waiting for? I got to do this. And that's what sparked it. And all the entire summer during COVID, I was looking for farms, and I found one that was very divine timing. And here I am.
I just caught my breath. I was not completely aware of all of that from our initial conversation. So thank you. Have you worked directly with the mental health community in bringing in services to the farm?
I'm working with the American Association of Suicide Prevention because that's obviously near and dear to my heart. And so I don't run programs that are, um, you know, very specific in terms of mental health and the capacity of having therapists here or doing things to that level. I'm an advocate of things on a very simple scale, and so I open my space to anyone and everyone for events where I can guide people in meditations. I have retreats where we work with the horses. I've connected with someone who infused personal development with horsemanship. And so just working with the horses allows you to have experiences that help you to develop your own self-love and your care for yourself, better communication, healthy boundaries, just so many things working with horses that can do for you. But at the same token, I've created these experiences where you can just come and spend time with them, just be in nature. Again, very simple ways to fuel or to fill your soul rather. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. So I do plan to fundraise events that help with suicide prevention, and I'll be doing one in May. And so proceeds will go to them. And so in that capacity, I'm working with mental health. But yeah, I'm doing it here on more of a simple scale, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. And when we say working with horses, quite often people think about this like they're going to come and they're going to ride a horse. It's not that, though.
No.
Explain a little bit more granularly what this experience is like.
Absolutely. So horses are prey animals, and we as humans are the ultimate apex predators. And so, anyone can jump on a horse and make it do what it wants, but that's not what I do here. I'm a big advocate of creating a mutually respectable relationship with a horse, which means spending time with them on the ground and being part of the herd. Because as herd animals, they're looking for confident, strong leaders who are going to bring them to water, lead them to safety, and they know that you have their best interests at heart. So riding a horse does not create that bond. Spending time with them on the ground does. And as you can imagine, horses are not like dogs. They don't run to you, they run from you. So if you can create that bonds with them, it is a magical experience. And that's what we do here.
And now the horses that are there, are they your horses? Are they boarded horses?
They're all mine and they're all rescues. And I mean, I have some minis that are freaking adorable. I mean, my one little mini, his name is Oliver Twist. His two hind legs or his two hind hooves are twisted. And so we're correcting it. But boy, that does not stop this little munchkin. He runs around. He rules his paddock. He's the boss and he is super affectionate, super loving. So you got to come give him a hug sometime. He'll love it and you'll love it even more.
Great. Now, how do people find out about what you have going on at the farm, about the programs?
So artemishillfarm.com is my website. And when you think of Artemis, just think of the Greek goddess. She's the goddess of animals, the moon and everything. And that was my inspiration because I do love nature and the moon and all of that jazz. But on my website, I do have under the events, I have an upcoming Pamper Day in June where it's literally just about coming and experiencing the beautiful view we have here, some healing modalities, massages, acupuncture, meditation with the horses, food, light music. It's just going to be a really beautiful day of pampering and also coming and seeing the animals and kind of getting more info about what we're doing and how you can help and how you can be a part of it. So it's all on the website, artemishillfarm.com, and my email's there too. Please feel free to email me. I'm also on all social media under my name, Facebook, Instagram, I don't even know, LinkedIn. All of them. I'm everywhere.
Is there any way that people can support your project?
Absolutely. I am a public charity under the 501c3 umbrella. And that is, my charity is all about helping to rescue horses, mental health, and also cancer and environmental initiatives. So I do on my website have a section where you can donate, and that does go to my public charity. So you get tax benefits from that. And every event that I do on the property, whether it's mine or I've rented the space to someone else to have their event here, a portion always goes back to charity. And it can either be one of my charities that I am passionate about, or if you had a charity that you liked and you had an event here, then we donate it to that charity.
Wonderful, Daniela. One more question. Typically, businesses like to do drives, toy drives, pajama drives. Is there anything in particular that you always find that you need as far as supplies or something to help your program go a little bit more smoother that businesses can help with?
Yeah, well, horses eat hay and they eat a lot of it. And while we're sleeping, they're eating. So hay is probably one of the best things that could always be helpful. And I have 7 horses and it costs about $20 a day per horse to feed them. So you can do the math on that and figure that out. Yeah.
All right. Well, again, Artemis Hill Farm and Daniela, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for allowing us to represent your business and for making the investment that you have. I'm Heather Bellmeyer, and we are sponsored by Wall Radio. We look forward to continuing to host you, and we thank our corporate partners, our ambassadors, and our board of directors. Check out all of our upcoming events at orangeny.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Love that sweater. Looking great.
Thanks. You too. Take care, Daniela.
You too, Heather.